what's going on, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to the premiere episode of Hard Hitters. My name is KJ, and I'm joined by my two hosts, Brandon and Ryan.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
What y'all just heard was the song of the week, Non-Stop by Drake. I personally like it just because he said hard hitters in the song, and so it feels like a shout out to me. Like, not gonna lie. But for real though, what
To
y'all
us, to you.
Like I stated last week, it's sort of like an NFL like game day morning type song.
Yeah.
And I know I'm sure a lot of players out there listen to Nonstop before their
It's
1
like a hype
o'clock or
song.
4 o'clock games. Yeah.
It's
so
a hype song.
Just a little mojo type song.
Yeah, I agree. I got a lot of love for Drake. He writes all
Who
sorts
don't?
of... Everyone,
Like-
man. If you don't like Drake, hop on the train, I'm telling you right now.
So our first topic is going to be focused on the NBA, and first week is kind of interesting. We had the fight between Brandon Ingram, Rajon Rondo,
Paul.
A
and
little bit
Chris
of
Paul.
MMA action with my NBA. That's how I like it.
It's like Mouse at the Palace. So yeah, Brandon Ingram, like you stated, 4-game suspension.
Yeah.
Chris Paul, 2-game suspension, and Rajon Rondo, 3-game suspension.
And they were actually surprised at how short their suspensions were, especially
Yeah,
Ingram.
especially
He's like,
Ingram.
bro, I'm so glad it's only 4 games.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Spitgate,
yeah,
Spitgate.
Rajon Rondo spitting on Chris Paul, and that basically led to the whole Malice at the Palace, if you really want to call it.
And you know it is tough to watch when emotions get high like that on the court. It's funny how they kind of delegate these punishments. I have in my notes here. Rondo actually received 1 more game than Paul did because he threw the first punch. So
Yeah, it's like the little
it's
things.
insane.
But
how
Ingram came out of nowhere and just swatted
Yes.
Chris Paul. So I mean,
You
at the
know,
end, it all
so
It
adds
was
up. but-
crazy. It was literally like a brawl out there, bro. So what I want to get into is, what do y'all think about the Lakers? Do y'all think that the Lakers kind of fell off? Do y'all think that there's a reason to panic with the Lakers right
Yes.
now? All right.
Yes, I think there is a pretty large reason to panic with the Lakers. Listen, Lakers fans, I got a feel for you. You know, y'all, we just spoke about it. Y'all lost Brandon Ingram and Rajon Rondo,
Yep.
and now you're stuck with LeBron James. You're a multi-million-dollar superstar, son of God that you brought over, and you guys are 0-3. What has he done? You know, you have to convince me here. On paper, I'm looking at these teams. You got the Nuggets, the Spurs again, and the Timberwolves. You have to put something together on that court. LeBron's going to have to either carry you, or he's going to have to try to get some chemistry with these young guys. Lonzo's going to have to step up now.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough going
Lonzo
forward for the
needs to
Lakers.
All right, so I'm gonna actually have to disagree with you on this one. I'm gonna go no. I don't think the Laker fans should panic just yet. I mean, because if you take a look at their first 3 games, they were against quality opponents: Houston, Portland. So
That's true.
with the acquisition of LeBron James, his legacy in Cleveland is obviously not like Kobe's legacy in LA. So it's gonna take a while for them to get accustomed. I do still expect LA to make the playoffs and
Well,
go
of course.
far
A lot
through
of
this
people
season.
do.
I don't expect them to win the NBA championship, but I do expect them to clinch a playoff berth.
At the least.
So
At the
for
least.
3 consecutive losses to open a season, I really wouldn't panic just yet.
Okay.
But if it keeps, if they lose tonight, if they lose tomorrow and start 0-5, then I would maybe start push the buttons where you start panicking. But right
Okay.
now, I wouldn't panic.
So we can all
Circle
agree.
the wagons.
We-
They just cannot dig themselves a hole.
Yeah.
It's the basis of
And
it.
you gotta
know,
understand, we're saying Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and then we're talking about LeBron's. It's like
Yeah.
LeBron's here, they're still down here. So you
Wait,
just
what-
try to still build a team chemistry
Exactly.
between.
You know, with 3 of their top players out, they cannot take any upcoming games as a cakewalk.
Exactly,
They're going to have
yeah.
to play their hardest to win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And secure a good foundation going forward.
That's the true NFL topics. Okay, let's talk about Chad Kelly. He's somebody who's had a habit of getting in trouble. You understand me? He's
Going
been
back to
getting
One of
college
his
days.
personality traits at this point, man.
Alright, so the reports came out that Chad Kelly was arrested Tuesday morning for a potential criminal trespassing. I believe it was first degree.
Yeah.
He went to a teammate's party, Von Miller, and I believe he got drunk and just walked into a house and
And
started
the whole
acting
team was at
group.
that party too. Like, not gonna lie, it was a team thing, but it was like not affiliated with the
Yeah.
team or whatever. And they had him kicked out.
Yeah,
They kicked out Chad because Chad was just being.
I don't know. It's
Von
just
Miller
a whole
being
blun-
a horrible host.
No, for real,
It's
though.
just a whole
For real.
blunder-type mistake. I mean, as a professional athlete who's getting paid millions of dollars to perform exceptionally well on the football field, that should be the last thing that you want to get known for.
Yeah.
And I believe Denver did cut Chad Kelly today, so that
They
was just
did.
an obvious
They
move.
did. Is he like second string? He's like second string.
Yeah,
with the
he's
Broncos, right?
their starter is Chase Keenum, and I believe Chad Kelly's their backup, and then their third string is Kevin Hogan, who played
Okay.
at Stanford. So.
Facts.
Yeah, bad news for Kelly. You know, he's had a laundry list of character defects
Oh,
in the
yeah.
past, coming back from Clemson to Ole Miss, like you mentioned. Even before then, as I was reading. But this has to be a career ender for Chad.
It
you
is
know,
a career ender for
you
him.
know what you said, criminal
Yeah.
charges.
You only get
He
second
could get up
chances
to
once.
4
Yeah.
years, 100,000 fine. It's not smart. You know, I don't care if you went to a teammate's party, if you went to your mom's party. You can't be acting a fool and then walk into a stranger's house. You know, like, you know, son, you're a professional. You represent the Broncos organization,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
better or for worse. Like, you got to get
But no, I
stuff
definitely
at the end of the
agree.
day.
He really was just acting out. It's just a case of a grown man.
And when your
acting like a child.
when your general manager is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and John Elway, you already know he's definitely not going to accept that kind of behavior.
High expectations.
All right, so we got Will, one of Hard Hitter's own, hopping on for join us for the Game Day Preview segment. What's going on, Will?
Not much, man. Just ready for another weekend of college football, baby.
All right, that's what's up. So let's get started with our first game. We're going to talk about Clemson, FSU.
Okay, so to begin week 9 of the college football season, we have 2 ACC teams headed in different directions. We got Clemson undefeated at 7-0,
Okay.
and we have Florida State at 4-3. Coming into this game, I will be careful with the quarterback play. I like Trevor Lawrence, true freshman for Clemson. For FSU, DeAndre Francois. I think it's going to be much closer than a lot of experts think. Both teams have a great front seven and the total on defensive side of the football. I'm going to take Clemson 27-13.
All right, good.
I'm gonna agree with Brandon here. I mean,
Alright.
I do think that FSU. I mean, these 2 defensive lines are the best defensive lines in the ACC.
Correct.
Okay.
These are the 2 best teams in the ACC. I think it's going to come down to whichever quarterback can make the big play and
Alright.
make the big play more often.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be Trevor Lawrence for Clemson. I got
Okay.
Clemson 27-20. You know, it's at Tallahassee, but that's not going to matter.
All right, so we got Clemson. And our next game is going to be, what is it, Florida, Georgia?
Florida,
We're gonna talk
Georgia,
about
baby.
Florida,
Let's get it.
Georgia,
Florida,
the
Georgia
World's
team
biggest
coming up.
cocktail
Yep.
party.
They call
Yeah.
it, it's true. They call it the world's biggest cocktail party, located in Jacksonville, Florida. Both teams are ranked top 10. Florida at number 9 and Georgia at number 7. I'm gonna go with the upset. I like Florida with the new head coach in Dan Mullen. I think he's turned around this Florida program tremendously with a win over a top 5 program in LSU and a win at
Facts.
Mississippi State.
Facts.
I'm going upset week. I'm going Florida 27, Georgia 21.
Wow.
KJ.
Yeah, watch out for those.
He's so wrong, and
Wow.
let me tell you why. This kid's so wrong. Let me tell you why. Georgia got absolutely embarrassed last week. Absolutely embarrassed against
2 weeks
LSU.
ago.
That's
2
a
weeks ago.
statement. That's a
Pardon me.
statement.
2 weeks
That's a
ago.
statement.
2 weeks ago.
coming off bye.
Both teams are coming off buys, but Jake Fromm and this Georgia defense is pissed. They want another chance at
true.
redemption. They want to show the world why they should be in that playoff contention at the end of the year. Felipe Franks is garbage. He's not the real deal.
All right, so it comes down
So
to
your
Georgia.
score
The score prediction, I got Georgia 27-13.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. Following that, there's an Iowa game, right?
Iowa,
There's an
Penn
Iowa
State.
game. Oh, yeah.
Big
Iowa,
10.
absolutely,
It should be
Big
a great
10.
rivalry. I believe Iowa's 6-1, Penn State's 5-2. Both teams are
Okay.
ranked. I don't think
Okay.
neither team will make the college football playoff because Penn State lost 2 home games to Ohio State and Michigan State. But I'm going to take Penn State.
Facts.
I mean, it's a home game in Happy Valley, and with those Rochus fans, 95,000 plus, streaming the whole entire game. Again, I understand they lost their last 2 home games, but that was against Ohio State and Michigan State. I think Iowa, they'll present a little bit of a challenge, but I think in the end, Penn State. I'm going to take Penn State 30, Iowa 24.
Okay.
This is gonna be a rare occasion. I'm actually gonna agree with Brandon here. I do like Penn State. I mean, I'm just a little suspect about that defense. That defense, very inexperienced. KJ, that defense. Oh my God, that secondary is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But Trace McSorley is going to be the difference maker in this game.
Okay.
He can get it done with his legs. He can get it done with his arm. And I think these young wide receiver core that Trace McSorley has at his disposal is finally going to step up big time.
All right.
Penn State 28-13.
All right, cool.
And like last week, I was 3-0 in pitch, and he was 2-1. So I just want to throw it out there.
I'm about to be 3-0 this week, so I don't matter.
I just want to throw it out
That
there.
don't
We
matter.
gotta see about that Florida Georgia game.
All right,
Yes, sir.
we'll see. All right, well, that about wraps up our premiere episode of Hard Hitters. My name is KJ, your host, and we got...
I'm Ryan. Go Pack, go.
I'm Will, Urban Meyer, Pace Pretender.
And I'm Brandon. Fins up, baby.
All right, make sure you join us next week. That's Hard
It's the
Hitters.
flow that got the block hot, got super hot.